What's going on, guys? Gomes back again on another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video. Today we are going to hop back into the 5 best players to invest list. You guys have shown a lot of support on this series, so I am going to continue it as long as you guys are enjoying it. And make sure to leave a like down below if you guys would like me to continue this series and keep doing it. Basically, this is a little bit different than roster predictions because this is before the roster update happens. So, prices are usually cheaper, and then these are also, more so long-term investments, so you're going to make a lot of stubs off of these, which is something I really like about it, of course. And without wasting any time, let's get right into it. Keep in mind that I have done some episodes of these before. I think this is like our 6th, or I think it's like the 6th episode, so we've went through like 30 players already. I might have already listed somebody that you guys might be thinking of, so make sure and keep that in mind. I'm not sleeping on them. The first guy we're going to look at is within the San Francisco Giants. We are going to look at Will Smith, who recently just got a +3 up to an 83 overall, which is much deserved. On the season, Will Smith is had a 2.1 ERA, 22 for 22 save opportunities, absolutely perfect. 160 opponent batting average, 0.79 whip, walks and hits per inning pitched, and then 53 strikeouts to 8 walks. So Will Smith, I think is a definite diamond candidate, and look how cheap he is. You can buy shares of him right now for pretty much 1.1k. So he is really, really cheap. So this is somebody I would really recommend for you guys because of the price and the fact that he's doing so well. And I am pretty damn sure I would be very surprised if the Giants do not move Will Smith. It makes no sense. I always think the only reason to have a good closer is if you're a contending team. The Giants obviously are not a contending team, so there's really no point to have one of the top closers in baseball of this year with Will Smith. So I think he's probably going to get traded at the deadline, probably to a contender, so hopefully that should mean some more opportunities because only 22 save opportunities is not that much, but then again, he plays for the Giants. So with all that being said, I think he does have a great shot to go diamond at some point this year. Needs 2 overalls up, and like I said, very cheap, very cost-effective investment right here for Will Smith that you guys should definitely go ahead and start buying some shares into. The next guy we're going to look at is somebody I'm very happy to have on here, and that, of course, is going to be Charlie Morton, who just shot up in price. I don't know how the hell he just went. What? I don't know how he just went up this much. Okay, so it looks like there's just not a lot of him on the market right now. That's the reason why. But Charlie Morton definitely, I think, is going to go diamond very, very soon. I think next roster update, he has a very good shot. So this is a little early investment opportunity for you guys. On the season, Charlie Morton has a 2.36 ERA, 194 opponent batting average, 1.03 whip, 132 strikeouts to, I believe, 35 walks. And in his last 30 days, he has a 2.04 ERA with a .91 whip, 49 strikeouts to 8 walks. The walk rate, the walks per 9 is really what is keeping him from that diamond rating, and I think he has limited them enough in order to get that diamond rating. I honestly think it would take like a +5 from his walks 9 for him to go up to an 85 overall and reach that diamond threshold. Of course, you guys know my guy Blake Snell did get dropped down from diamond to gold, which sucked, but I think we are going to see another Tampa Bay Rays pitcher quickly achieve that diamond status and, keep a diamond within the Tampa Bay Rays set, and that will be Charlie Morton. He's just pitching so well, in my opinion. I think Justin Verlander is probably going to be starting the All-Star game. I don't think at this time they have mentioned who's going to, but I think Charlie Morton, his former teammate, does have a very good shot at being like the 2nd or 3rd runner-up in the manager's mind because he's having an exceptional season, one of the best the MLB has to offer so far pitching-wise this year. Now we are going to move over to the hitter side of things. Starting with the Colorado Rockies, we have David Dahl. I was a little bit surprised that he did not go up within the last roster update to a gold, but that just means it's a great opportunity for you guys to make some stubs, only going for 655 right now. Of course, the gold quick sell value is 1,000, but usually you can sell them for about 1,100 after taxes and make even more off of it. David Dahl on the season rather is hitting .330 versus lefties, .560 slug, 3 home runs, 14 total extra base hits, hitting 312 against righties, 543 slugging percentage, 9 home runs, 25 total extra base hits. Always the thing with David Dahl is he would hit for a high average, but he wouldn't really hit for too much power, wouldn't really have the big of a slugging percentage, which kept his power down. His contact would be high, but he is starting to slug a little bit. Like I said, 560 and 543 per side. I think that's definitely enough in order to get him over to the hump and over to an 80 overall as a gold. So David Dahl, a great guy to invest in my opinion. Rockies, of course, always have a lot of hitters, so I think him is a great investment. And of course, Trevor Story as well, obviously, is probably going to go diamond. I've already talked about him, but just to reiterate that fact, over to, or rather staying within the division, we have Eduardo Escobar. Eddie Escobar was one of my favorite players with the Twins. Of course, he got traded, but Eddie Escobar is having a really good year. One of the biggest all-star snubs within the National League, in my opinion, for sure. On the season against lefties, he's hitting 388, 707 slug, 8 home runs, 19 total extra base hits, versus righties only hitting 244, 452 slug, which really is not that bad. 10 home runs, 23 total extra base hits. The lefty stats really say it alone. 388, 707. That should be enough to get him the +1 right there. He doesn't have to hit righties any better. That is going to stay where it is at 244 and 452 in my opinion. So I think it's really all up in SDS's hands. He has the stats already. He doesn't really have to do anything more. I think he's probably already there. Of course, keep in mind this is on a 3-year average, but I believe Eduardo Escobar was one of the top 3 in the whole MLB in doubles last year, or rather extra base hits, doubles, triples in total. He was really hitting hard last year for the Twins, and then of course went to the Diamondbacks at the deadline, and I think he's going to be a gold player this year. 535 Stubs right now, can make tons, can make pretty much double off of him from the quick sell value alone, so Eduardo Escobar is going to be a nice pickup for you guys to invest in. And then finally, going over to the AL East, you guys know who we're going to talk about. That is DJ LeMahieu right here. Some people have posted him to be the AL MVP. I'm not too sure yet if I go that far, but he's probably a top 5 candidate, maybe top 4, top 3. Let me know down below in the comment section where you think DJ LeMahieu would be ranking in the MVP for the American League right now, but stats don't lie. This whole season in total, lefties hitting 352, 535 slug, 2 home runs, 9 total extra base hits. Righties 336, 523 slug, 10 home runs, 26 extra base hits. Always the problem with DJ LeMahieu, he's always been a guy who's hit for average. Always. I believe he's led the National League in batting average twice. Came over to the Yankees and is doing the same thing, but he's also hitting for power now. Of course, also a pretty good defensive player. 81 fielding, 82 arm. Accuracy is going to help boost his overall, so that's going to help him out. And then if you look, he of course had one of the biggest Junes that we have seen. He might get the June Player of the Month card, honestly, for the Player of the Month set. In the last 30 days, he hit lefties 375, 625 slug, 1 home run, 4 extra base hits. Righties he hit 404, 685 slug, 5 home runs, 13 extra base hits. 48, 53 power just does not do him justice in my opinion. I think he's definitely deserving of maybe a +2 in the next roster update. I don't think they'll give him a +3 just because that is pretty rare. I know they did it for Springer, but I've said this many times. I don't think that they necessarily should have. He's going for less than 2,000 stubs right now. This is a great investment if he keeps it up, which there's nothing showing that he's not, because I don't think he's really ever been cold at all this season. He's always seemed to be hot, and like I said, he's notorious for keeping up that batting average. And now that he's hitting for power, maybe it's because it's the park that he's playing at right now, the new Coors Yankee Stadium, the Little League. I'm just playing, but I do think DJ LeMahieu is a really good investment for you guys, and I think that he does have a good shot at going diamond some point this year. So that is going to do it for this top 5 best players to invest in list. Once again, if you guys do want me to keep posting these, make sure to leave a like. That really shows that you guys are wanting more of these videos, and I will gladly do these. I do quickly want to say the stub sale as hit. This is a bit of a follow-up to my video in the past couple of days saying that the market is going to rise in price and there's going to be inflation. it, it's gonna happen. The Stub sale just went live like an hour or two ago. It's 40% off for the $100 pack and the $50 pack, 30% off for the $20 pack and $10 pack, and then 20% off the $5 and the $1 pack. I'm not too sure when we're going to start seeing prices really rise. It'll be more so probably like once you know, tonight a little bit, where we really see prices to rise. Actually, it's kind of already started. Ryan Braun's already jumped up to 68k. He was going for like 55 when I looked this morning before the Stub sale hit. So hopefully you guys did, you know, buy some cards and you're going to sell them off now like I suggested for you guys. But once again, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like the below. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. There goes out.
Love is love, and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.